I cannot believe I'm about to utter these words out of my mouth, but this is actually a really, really, really good coupe SUV. Wow, I actually just said that. Now, coupe SUVs, the BMW X6 started this 15 years ago, and it did not start good because it was ugly, really ugly, and not reliable. But this is none of those things. This has fixed all of those things. Is this Porsche gonna make me turn my views around? Let's find out. My name is Evo, and you're watching God Next. Now, the reason I said that these things are divisive amongst the car community is for one simple reason. It's a coupe and an SUV. It doesn't make any sense, right? The whole point of buying an SUV is because you want it to have room for you and your wife and your kids and the dog in the back. And this, well, doesn't have the best headroom or interior space. So why? Why did they do this? I actually like the way that this thing looks. I think for what it is and what it's trying to be, it's awesome. It's a Cayenne. Porsche took the regular Cayenne and they kind of just shortened the headspace a little bit, made it curved. And well, you know, this is the full-blown big body turbo GT, injected steroids and popped a can of spinach in their mouth. 650 horsepower monster. So this one's got a bunch of cool bits like a carbon fiber mirror cap, carbon fiber roof, a bunch of carbon fiber on the interior and everything. These awesome 20, I believe they're 22-inch GT design wheels, they call them. And one of the coolest colors there, it's called satin neodyne, which is awesome. But this thing does it right. The way it's designed, the way this thing looks from the front, the side, and the rear, which the side and the rear are the most important when it comes to these, this thing looks awesome. This blows my mind. I went into this car this morning thinking I wasn't gonna like it and I was gonna stand here in front of you and rant about why I don't like it and why you shouldn't buy a coupe SUV. And now I'm eating my own words. Now here is the heart of this monster. This is the VAG or Volkswagen Auto Group's very common 4-liter twin-turbo V8. Basically, it's a common engine, but it's not a bad thing because it's a really good motor. In this installation here, we've got 650 horsepower, 626 pound-feet of torque, which makes this thing go from 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. Guys, my Mercedes E63, which weighs less than this, does 0 to 60 in that same amount of time. That's insane that an SUV can do that. This is also paired to a 8-speed Tiptronic acid gearbox that Porsche has paired to this thing. This thing drives so well, and honestly, for me to show you guys how it really drives well, let's go drive it. Now, for the most important part of the whole video, in my personal opinion, we gotta drive the Cayenne Turbo GT. Now, like I said, this car has very quickly actually become one of my favorite SUVs that I've ever driven. It's obviously got a lot of power. 650 horsepower from a twin turbo V8 is nothing to scoff at, but it also drives remarkably well in terms of just how smooth it is in here. The steering is very light, and I know I'm gonna get some comments about, oh, you're learning, I don't know that, but the car does drive like a 911. For an SUV, I don't know what Porsche did or how they designed the suspension. The car drives really, really nicely. The interior also we should talk about here. This car's got some extra options that are over the standard one. This one does have these special double dual color and special stitching within the interior of the car with the satin neodyne that it's on the wheels, which looks absolutely great against the black. Also with the interior package, this car does have the extra specific carbon package for the steering wheel. It comes with a carbon fiber center with deviated stitching. It's got about that's about $490 from Porsche. Remember, it's a Porsche, so everything's going to be expensive. The only thing I would change is I would get the seatbelts probably in the same satin neodyne color, just to give it a little bit more color in here, because black is a little bland. But this does feel like a very high-end interior. I mean, it should for $220,000. The infotainment system Porsche has upgraded. It's really, really nice. And honestly, I want to be honest with you guys, I sat in the back of this thing for a little bit, and the interior headroom is not that bad. I'm 5'11" in the rear. I fit pretty fine, so not bad. Now, one thing I will tell you, because it is a performance SUV, this thing's drive mode selector is on the steering wheel, and there's a red button in the middle. When you click that red button, it puts it into sport mode, which will rip your head off. Now, it gives you about 20 seconds of what they call sport response time, and then it just basically means it puts the car into sport mode. Now the rear, this car does have a active rear, I guess wing you could call it or whatever, and I could see it up right now. It's pretty cool. I mean, yes, it is an SUV. Does it need a wing? No, it doesn't, but it looks pretty cool on the back. And I mean, who doesn't like to see this thing go up and down like that? Now, as I was saying before, coupe SUVs have not had the best reputation. They became really popular within the last 10 years, maybe even less than that. And the reason they became so popular is because rich people in Hollywood were like, I like the way this thing looks, so I'm gonna buy one of these. And I enjoy looking like I have a bunch of money, and I don't want a regular SUV because I want this thing to be more coupe and sporty. I guess, I mean, you can get a Cayenne Turbo as a regular SUV. You can't get the Turbo GT. You have to get it as a coupe. But overall, I mean, this is a wonderful place to be. And like I said, enough room in the back. The headroom's not that bad. And I'm still can't believe that I'm sitting here and I'm praising a coupe SUV, because the fact is, I don't like coupe SUVs. I don't like SUVs. They replaced the wagon, and I am a strong wagon fan. But I can't sit here and lie to you guys. I do really like this SUV. It is such a nice place to be. And if I had to get one and I had the money and I could afford it, because it is a lot of money, I would probably more than likely get the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT.